Hundreds of thousands of dollars in legal campaign donations, millions in state and county contracts, all connected with a man the feds linked to unreported bribes that former lawmakers took. Gina Mangieri is always investigating.
Person A in the federal complaints against Kalani English and Ty Cullen is not charged with a crime. But several lawmakers who received legal campaign money from him are giving it back. Criminal charges against former state senator Kalani English and former representative Ty Cullen say Person A showered them with travel, poker chips, meals, even envelopes of cash, all undisclosed on their annual gift reports. The U.S. attorney called the gifts bribes aimed at influencing cesspool-related legislation that Person A wanted introduced, then wanted killed. Multiple sources identified Person A as Milton Choi. His attorney tells me I represent Milton Choi, and we're dealing with the ongoing investigation. He has not been charged with any criminal offense, any violations of law, and we're monitoring the investigation to see what the government believes occurred with Milton and others. Choi is a businessman with several companies. Campaign Spending Commission records show contributions from him, his family, and his companies of more than $300,000 to dozens of state and federal candidates since 2014. Public procurement records also show his companies have been awarded major state and county contracts worth more than $8.2 million. There's a $750,000 wastewater contract on Kauai, nearly $3.7 million in wastewater contracts on Maui, nearly $300,000 for dozens of tiny shelters on the Valley Isle, $3.5 million to disinfect Honolulu's buses during the pandemic, another $37,000 for hand sanitizer. English and Cullen are on the high end of the list of lawmakers who received legally reported donations. So is former Mayor Kirk Caldwell. An attorney who has provided statements on Caldwell's behalf since leaving office tells KHON2 he did meet with Mr. Choi as well as thousands of other individuals during the time he was mayor. No inappropriate payment of any kind was ever offered or discussed. Current Mayor Rick Blangiardi also received contributions and said in a statement that his actions in his official capacity are independent of and unrelated to donations. Representative Sylvia Luke got over $19,000 in legally reported donations.
Did Mr. Choi ever approach you directly for any meetings or favors after making any of those donations?
No. So that's why we learned through the media and through the complaint what some of his priorities were. And we were very surprised that it was cesspool legislation and another legislation.
She says she's getting rid of it all.
We have a responsibility to forfeit every single cent of what was contributed because we have to do what is right to restore public trust.
Luke says she'll be returning the funds to the Campaign Spending Commission, and several other lawmakers who received legal donations have also vowed to do the same.
All the donations were proper and legal, but to make a statement that we don't condone this type of activity, that we don't approve of it, we're going to be taking the donations that we received and redirecting them to campaign spending.
Governor David Ige says he does not intend to keep campaign donations from Choi. We counted $18,000 from Choi and his affiliates for the governor. Senator Carl Rhodes is giving the Campaign Spending Commission the $1,000 in legally reported donations he received from Choi.
I could be proven wrong, but I don't think I ever met him. And I'm quite confident that he never asked me for anything ever.
Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News, always investigating.